Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to Game Day Everyday. Whoa, dude, that was a nice cut. Do you see that?
That was nice.
Dude, that was nice. It was on time and everything. Jackson Davis out here doing things. I don't know. But, yeah, boys, it's episode 55, dude.
Wow.
I'm Jackson Davis. That's Tyler Gus over there. And, look, our first headline is it's kind of weird, but, you know, this is our favorite thing in the world. And should we start a Reese's cult at the school, dude?
You want to clarify?
Yeah.
No, like you want to clarify what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So I want to clarify that earlier today when we first walked in, Gus walks in and we see a Kit Kat wrapper and he goes, "Bro, if this is in here, I should be able to bring my Reese's." And I was like, "Bro, you're right." And then Gus was like, "Dude, we should create a cult at school for just a Reese's fan club." A Reese's fan club. Okay, well, same thing. Okay, a Reese's fan club. Okay, and I agree with this. And Gus, should we do this?
The fan club idea is a good idea.
Yeah, dude, I think so. So
the
Boswell,
cult's part of it. I don't know about that.
I don't know, but you know, hey, Boswell students, you know, or administrators, if you listen to the podcast, Reese's fan club.
Just like that, diabetes skyrockets.
Yeah, America. Anyway, okay, let's actually get into a serious headline. Tuesday night, NCAA basketball started, and a big name, a good recruit for North Carolina, Cole Anthony, drops 34, 10, and 5.
Who actually did play last night.
Oh, it was last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was against Notre Dame. And Cole Anthony's had all this hype coming out of high school. He's an incredible player. And in my opinion, I think he's one of the best players coming up in the draft.
Yeah.
I said this, a couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
When we somewhat talked about college basketball.
Yeah.
I think Cole Anthony is an incredible athlete. I think he's got all-around skill set that can work with any team.
Yeah.
Especially coming from a guard. He had the goggles last night. Looked a little goofy, I'm not going to lie.
But dude, the goggles, man, I feel that makes people better, like players better. If they put on a mask or like an eyeball patch or something, you know, it's
an eyeball patch.
Yeah, you know, dude, they always have good games. It's
when I start seeing NBA players with eye patches, that's a whole new level. But
dude, I feel like Kyrie should do that.
But yeah, Cole Anthony did go off. He had 34 points, 10 rebounds, or 10 assists. Sorry, 5 rebounds.
Yeah,
and that's a record for most points by an ACC freshman in their debut game, which is
that's insane.
That's pretty big. That's you're with some pretty big names in that
topic. And I mean, you know, he shot well. He shot 50% from the field, and 55% from 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, sorry, boys. You can hear the college game day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we got that. But yeah, I mean he's just been incredible, and you're now in a category. You're better than a lot of players that's already been in the ACC already in the record books. Guys like Michael Jordan, guys like James Worthy, guys like Ralph Sampson, guys like, I don't know why I'm naming 80s players, but
Luke May,
Grant Hill, Christian Laettner,
Luke May,
Vince Carter.
Luke May.
You're acting like Luke May's a god just because he beat your team.
Yeah, he made me cry that day.
Yeah, congrats. UT lost.
No, I'm just saying that. But yeah, man, Cole Anthony definitely does have the talent to be up there with those guys, especially if he wins a national championship.
No, yeah, and I think UNC is definitely one of the favorites, and we'll talk about my favorite for the national championship in a bit. But also, there was a first game that happened before that game that we're going to be talking about soon, and that was Duke versus Kansas on Tuesday.
Kansas, man, I don't like them. No Rock Hawk Jayhawks. Okay, I don't like that. Shout out Peyton Peterson.
I hate Kansas. You already know this.
I mean, Kansas. Look, man, Kansas has good talents. They've had good talent over the last years, but when they do good, it just seems like they choke, man. They do nothing in the tournament. They're losing the first or second round.
How many Final Four appearances have they had? Like 15, 16?
Something around there. But
they've only had 3 national titles.
I know, and they haven't been to one since 2008. No, 2012. Because we beat them that year.
Weird thing where Kansas is amazing in Big 12 play, and don't get me wrong, the Big 12 isn't like an amazing conference or anything.
But I mean, it is a great accomplishment that you are the top in the top division. Like for what? How long was that streak?
Like 12 years.
Yeah, 12-year streak of being number 1 in the Big 12 conference. I mean, that's a big accomplishment.
It was probably bigger than that. Yeah. But I stopped keeping count because I just didn't care at that point.
Well, because we know they're gonna win it.
No, yeah, Kansas, they're a team that I'm not really expecting much from this year. Of course, Azubuike is an incredible player in his own right, but this Duke team looks really dangerous. Trey Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Duke has something that they haven't had in a while, and I think that's more of a veteran aspect of their team.
Yeah.
Because Duke, think about it. All they've had is new guys come in,
And then they leave.
and then they leave right after.
Yeah. I mean, for the past few
Now
years.
you have guys
yeah.
like Trey Jones, Tyus Jones' brother, if you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and Jack White, he's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you already have some experienced veterans on this team that learned from their mistakes last year in the tournament,
Mhm.
and that disappointing loss with Zion.
Yeah.
One of the best players and one of the most incredible talents we've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Insane athlete, freaking nature.
Same thing goes with his teammates.
R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and other one,
Oh, Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah. Cam Reddish was also drafted.
I haven't really heard much from him this year.
I haven't heard his name at all.
But yeah. So I mean, I think they probably learned their mistakes from that.
Mhm.
Coach Krzyzewski's gone back to the drawing board because
It's Coach K. Come on.
it's Coach K.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
let's be real.
that man's gonna make the playoff.
La-
That man's gonna make the tournament.
Last time he last time he won a national championship was Jalil Okafor as your starting center, and Justice Winslow
Yeah.
as your small forward.
Yeah. That's and look at him now.
Three of those
Nothing.
guys aren't too good, but I mean,
Joel Okafor is okay with the Pelicans.
Justice Winslow's okay too.
Yeah.
But Tyus Jones.
Garbage.
Yeah,
Anyway, boys, let's move on to NCAA basketball. We're just going to continue on NCAA basketball. UT, man, Andrew Jones, after fighting leukemia for almost over a year, comes back and has a astounding game. 20-plus points. UT with the victory.
Oh, yeah.
It
Now,
was amazing.
granted, I'm happy. I mean, I've rooted for Andrew Jones forever now.
Yeah.
I've been a huge fan of him since his freshman year at UT.
Hmm.
And it was really tragic to hear that he had, leukemia.
Yeah,
but
I think everybody's happy for him to see that he came back.
I'm happy that he fought through it. He beat
Mhm.
it, and now he's back on the court, and he seems like himself. Granted, it's against a Northern Colorado team, which Northern Colorado.
Who?
Exactly. So, but I'm really happy Andrew Jones, just dropped a quick 20 on
Right.
Northern Colorado and said, "Hey, I'm back."
Yeah.
So
No, man, and I think Andrew Jones has a lot of inspiration for everybody out there that is fighting leukemia.
no, do you know
Out
how
there.
much work ethic you gotta have in that?
No, yeah, for sure, dude. And
I remember seeing pictures of when he was going through chemo, and he would still be like working out as much as he could.
Yeah.
And it was incredible to see that. So his work ethic's just incredible.
yeah, it's very respectable. But yeah, Andrew Jones, man, continue your run and have fun. Is he a senior?
I don't know if they count his last year, because I
Hmm.
mean I don't know.
So technically, probably yes.
I mean, can you redshirt players in college basketball?
I don't know. I'm not a part of the NCAA, so
I know you can do it in football. I don't know if you can do it in basketball.
I don't know. But yeah,
But
man.
I hope that doesn't go against the year on him, because
Yeah.
you should have that year back.
Mhm. One more thing in the NCAA, Kentucky. They played Michigan State, number 1. We beat them. We are the best team in the country now, number 1. That sounded really bad in the mic. I'm
Sounded
sorry.
Great on the
Yeah.
mic. Yeah.
But boys,
Wow.
Coach. Oh yeah, we are so good, dude.
Can you calm down?
Dude. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. Maxie, man, 28 points and 5 rebounds in his debut, the freshman from South Garland, just down the street.
Mhm.
A baller. That man was hitting deep threes, clutch shots.
That's crazy to think, because like a lot of my family's lives in that area too. So it's
Dude,
like,
low-key, you might have saw him at a gas station when they were.
yeah,
Like, dude, I'm being serious. You could have saw him
Probably.
walking
Yeah.
around. You just didn't know. But yeah,
Right.
man, this Kentucky team, man, we have shooting. The part that the takeaway for me was our largest lead was 13, and we were up pretty good. And then once it started getting down, Cassius Winston started hitting a few buckets, and Michigan State came back. And that's the only part that scares me, is that we couldn't close out the game.
I mean,
We did, but just like
you guys
to
played
keep our
pretty
lead.
well for a team that I thought was going to be a little weak this year, just mainly based off you lost a lot of veterans.
Yeah.
You lost, what's his name, knockoff Mahomes, Willis.
Yeah, Willis.
And you also lost Tyler Hero, which is an incredible shooter
Yeah.
in the first place. I learned firsthand against Houston.
yeah.
And then of course PJ Washington, who
Yeah.
was an incredible
PJ Washington.
who's an incredible athlete. In
Incredible
general.
athlete. But I mean, we still have some. We have a veteran guy, EJ Montgomery. He's still on there, so that's a veteran presence off the bench.
Well, you're also forgetting Ashton Hagen's one of the best defensive guards in the country, and I mean he kind of showed that at one point. He
Mhm.
played incredible. Cassius Winston,
He had. I mean, shooting wise, he didn't have a good night. He went 5 for 12.
21 points, which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But
He shot a lot of free throws though. He had 11.
if you watch last episode, I said he was going to win Player of the Year, and I still stand by that statement.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people are gonna be like, "Oh, Cole Anthony's Player of the Year," and I could see that happening.
Yeah.
But Cole Anthony played against a trash Notre Dame team.
Right. and
Meanwhile,
NCAA does go against schedule. So.
Meanwhile, Cassius Winston's playing against a pretty good Kentucky team.
Yeah, number 2 in the country. Yeah.
And he was also missing one of his best shooters on the team and one of his best defenders. And I always forget his name, but he's one of the guards. But yeah, he was out for the game, and I think he's going to be out for a couple weeks. So that's going to suck for them. But hey.
But look, man, Kentucky, we look great. Our guard play, our depth, it looks great. And you know, I just can't wait till the tournament to see what Coach Cal's going to get us to do, man.
I'm going to admit, I don't like Kentucky.
No, you don't. But you know,
mainly
you will
for the
eventually.
reason that
I do.
Just your fans in general are just bad. But I will say this is probably one of the most well-rounded Kentucky teams I've seen in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
The only thing I think you guys are lacking in is probably in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any height anymore, really.
Yeah,
I mean, the only guy we really have is that the transfer we had, Nate
Richards, or whatever.
We have Nick Richards. Yeah, we have him. But there was another guy, number 1. He was a transfer.
Because Nick Richards is a power forward, right?
Yeah, I forgot the other guy's name, but he's number 1. I'll have to look it up later. But anyway, yeah, go Kentucky, boys. Moving on to NBA. This has been a problem for a few years now, and a lot of fans have been mad about this topic, about players sitting out during the season. And this last night, the Bucks played the Clippers, and Giannis and his crew showed up in LA fully healthy and ready to go. But on the Clippers side, Kawhi sat down and didn't play. So Kawhi and Paul George are out, and the Clippers had to go up against the Bucks. Gus, what do you feel about load management? Should this be happening in the third week of the season?
I do believe it should be happening, because you also got to think about the long-term aspects of your team, and this is only one regular season game.
But this is a big game. This is against one of the top teams, if not the best team in the East.
They're not in your conference, and it doesn't matter.
So?
If you make the playoffs, it doesn't matter until it hits playoff time. We've seen this with LeBron in the past. It doesn't matter where you're in the standings.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have a point, but I just mean, like,
if anything, it would be nicer to beat the good teams.
Yeah.
Get all the good teams out of the way in the playoffs, and then maybe get a weaker team.
But no, man, I just, to me, honestly, I just don't appreciate it. Like, I feel bad for the fans, dude. Maybe somebody, oh man, we gotta go see Kawhi. I mean, they won't see Paul George, but hey, man, I get to go see Kawhi, and then he sits down. Like, what is that, dude? And against a great matchup against Giannis.
It made the matchup feel a little worse for me as a Bucks fan too, because I didn't really feel that good about this win.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams went off.
Yeah.
I think they both had, 34?
Yeah, they went off. They almost came back. The Bucks only won by 4.
I think they both had 30, which is incredible in its own right.
No, but I will say this, Giannis, dude, he looks way more confident behind the three-point line. He shot 4 of 7 from 3, and I like that, dude. If he keeps shooting it and keeps going, he can have a strap. Or not a strap, but just...
Pat Bev had 20 points too, which is pretty good for him. Yeah, I mean, it made the loss or the win feel a lot worse in a way.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was earned in any way.
Right.
But I mean, there was this someone proposed this idea to me, and it's like, okay, resting might be bad, and sure, we've never seen load management in the 90s, and that was a tougher time.
Right, yeah.
Or 80s. But think about all those guys who in the 80s and 90s had to retire a bit earlier, had to take breaks for like a year.
Yeah.
I mean, Larry Bird never played an 82-game season ever again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also he hurt his back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine if you took load management or took, a little break and said, okay, I'm just going to rest this week.
Well, I think he did take a break and then came back for the Dream Team and then retired.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that was already after he was 26. I think he had 8 straight seasons where he just didn't play for all 82 games, which is just ridiculous, man. Yeah. So I've seen the deteriorating health in NBA athletes, and it just, I support it. But when it comes to big games, I don't think you should take load management.
But no, man. Go ahead and leave your comments down below of what you think of load management. Let us know, man. Moving on to NFL. Or actually, well, do you want to do NFL?
We are not going to talk about NFL today.
NFL, we are not. Okay, so it's just NCAA football.
College football playoff rankings here in Grapevine, Texas.
It's here, baby.
It's
here.
The boys in Grapevine, they made their picks as their top 25, and SMU at 25, which is
hey, that's something, right?
Still there.
Yeah.
but yeah, to no surprise, everyone who thinks is the best team in the country finally was number 1, and that was Ohio State. In my opinion, I don't think Ohio State is number one. I think LSU is number one.
I mean, LSU, yeah.
But we'll find
I
out
agree.
about that this weekend, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Number 2 is LSU.
LSU,
As just
that's
stated.
definitely reasonable, yeah.
Number 3 is Alabama. Which,
I really feel like this year, like, they've been quiet. Like, they really haven't done anything like, oh my gosh, look. Like, they've been really quiet.
Number 4, Penn State.
Penn State. See, look, we both get to represent today, all right? You got your college football playoff spot, and I got my Kentucky dub.
I think we're wearing the same brand of hoodie, too.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that is. But yeah, Penn State at number 4,
Not
which
fruity.
isn't amazing. It's great to see Penn State
No,
back
right,
in this
yeah.
top tier form. Clemson, number 5, first
That-
one out.
Let's see what Trevor Lawrence can do in
I
his
think-
draft.
I think the only thing holding back Clemson here was that close, very close win over UNC. I think that's just
Yeah.
scaring voters, and they're
Mhm.
like, well, that looks a little sketchy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's go ahead and throw him in anyway.
No, yeah. So they're the first one out right now.
Yeah,
Georgia number 6, which is okay,
Jordan's
understandable.
reasonable. Yeah,
Number 7 and number 8, Utah and Oregon.
Oregon's in it. That's
Now-
surprising.
I love seeing Pac-12 teams getting ranked high. I
Mhm.
love it,
Yeah,
but also at the same time, I'm thinking, who have these teams played?
I mean, not anybody top tier, but I mean, dude, this is a great opportunity for Justin Herbert to show,
Oregon's
for the draft. And the
Oregon's
NFL
only
teams.
loss was Auburn.
Yeah, and that was probably their biggest game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know. And Auburn's ranked what, number 11? They're
Mhm.
7-2.
yeah.
I think OU should be ranked higher than both of them. That's just me.
Did you hear Mel Kiper today?
Oh, Mel Kiper
Yeah, Mel Kiper, dude. He said Jalen Hurts won't be a first round pick.
probably won't.
Wow,
I
that's
see him-
crazy if he doesn't though.
I see him as a third round,
Third round,
maybe a late second round.
and a good steal.
He's a good college player. Don't get me wrong. Unless Lincoln Riley can really transform his game into a player that fits the NFL scheme, I
Right.
don't know. I don't know. He plays a little like Lamar Jackson right now.
Yeah.
And I could see that definitely fitting on teams, but a lot of people still haven't adjusted with that kind of offense
Mhm.
yet, so it really just depends on where he ends up.
Right.
So, but I hope he makes the league. I like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think OU should be ranked higher than Oregon and Utah. That's just me.
Yeah, they've had harder competition for sure.
And then number 10 is Florida, 7-2.
Florida's understandable. Yeah, I actually do like Florida.
I hate Baylor, but I do think they should be ranked higher than Florida.
Shout out Matthew Davis, Baylor, go Bears.
I do think Baylor should be a top 10 team. That's just me.
Hey, they're undefeated, right?
That's just me. I don't know.
Wow.
I just think, I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of a anti-Big 12 bias in the
Right.
college football playoff rankings. So
Well, I guess we can get this out of the way quick. Like just bold prediction for national championship.
well, national championship.
Yeah.
I would say Penn State, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey, it might, dude.
I'm gonna go LSU. LSU,
I think I'll go LSU too.
which kind of gives you a hint at what we're about
Yeah.
to talk about in a bit.
Yeah, so I guess moving on, dude. LSU versus Bama this weekend. This is probably the biggest game in college football of all year.
State of college football
Yeah.
rides on this game.
Wow, dude. Like this shows Joe Burrow's for real. This shows this LSU defense is for real.
This is Alabama's first big test. Let's
Yeah.
just get that out of the
Mhm,
way.
right, yeah.
We
This is
haven't
the first-
seen Alabama play anyone so
Yeah.
far. Let's be real.
So I mean,
Like-
and like I said before, Alabama's been quiet. They haven't really done anything like
And-
surprisingly amazing. So
And I think the big headline is Tua just coming off of injury. Now he's fully
Mhm.
rested after he took off last week.
mm.
I think he's going to be in prime form. But I do
yeah,
think
but prime form in a game back, like against this defense, and the defense is
what-
gonna be rushing you.
and that's going to lead me to my next point. I do think Joe Burrow is going to get it done. This offense has been rolling. I don't
Mhm.
see them stopping. And this defense is just incredible. I mean, you got Stingley Jr. on, the corner.
The corner, yeah.
I was trying to think, was he a safety or a corner? But
Yeah.
he's still incredible in either way. Grant Delpit, and
Mhm.
also an amazing safety.
Didn't LSU lose a linebacker? Like he was suspended off the team? Michael Divindy or something?
I'm
Yeah, I saw a headline
not too
about
sure.
that the other day.
But if so, I don't remember him. But
Yeah.
I think the secondary is going to save them, especially in a game where Alabama loves to throw the short routes and slant
Mhm.
routes and stuff like that, where
The
they
Dak
always.
Prescott game, Duck and Dak. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Alabama always loves to get that slant route off, and I
Mhm.
think with these press corners that they have,
Yeah.
they can definitely clamp up on this Alabama receiving core.
Yeah, for sure. This is gonna be a great game. I get off work early, so we're gonna watch the game. Are we right?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick LSU with this one, dude. I think LSU just is a better team, and it's gonna be great to see Nick Saban lose. I don't
Yeah.
like Nick Saban. He should have stayed with LSU. Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it turned out better with Bama. but
Go
that's just
Tigers.
me. Hold their target. Yeah,
I feel like we say that every week,
I know.
but
I feel like we're like LSU fans under our mask. Like
yeah,
no.
just like me with the Vikings. I've
And the Magic, obviously.
screw the Magic. What are you talking about?
You
Don't
love the Magic. You hype them up every year.
Okay, but dude, because they were a playoff team last year, and y'all were like, "Well, they're not going to make the playoffs this year." Yeah,
They are
they
not.
have. They have players.
They have had some of the most stale playmaking I've ever seen.
Jonathan
on their
Isaac
offense.
isn't. He's nice.
No, yeah, he put up a nice.
Jonathan
all-around
Isaac,
stat line.
Vucevic. All right, he's still okay. He's averaging 17 right now, but
Michael Carter Williams.
hey, dude, DJ Augustine's still there. Evan Fournier, they got shooters. They have the
Fournier
offense.
is nice.
All right, so just saying that's a playoff team in the East.
They're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see. Boys, we're gonna move on to predictions. Week 12, the first game for predictions: Lions versus Bears.
Yes, sir.
I'm going with the Lions here. Matthew Stafford. I love me some Matthew Stafford. We both love Matthew Stafford, but the Bears, Trubisky. Everybody's lost faith in him. In this past few days, he's had headlines of saying, yeah, turn off the TVs in the locker room, and like listen to the negativity so you can listen to it and get better. Like, bro, nobody likes you anymore. Okay, the Bears suck. All right, number 2, UT versus Purdue basketball.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta go with UT here. I think UT is gonna win this game. I'm not too sure on that.
Oh God, do you want to switch it right now?
No, I want to
No?
go against you
Okay.
on this one.
All right. I got Purdue, man. I got Gus's second favorite college basketball team, Purdue.
Yeah.
So
I like Purdue's basketball.
yeah, we'll see,
so-
boys. Number 3, Boise State versus Wyoming. Gus said that Boise State's the favorite. I should have picked them, but boys, Gus made a good point. Wyoming,
Wyoming only has one loss.
Yeah.
And Boise State only has one loss too, but I don't think Wyoming's gonna.
Yeah. We'll see though.
I don't know. I do think Wyoming's
Yeah.
gonna beat them.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna stick
we
with my
both
pick.
chose Wyoming. Number 4, San Jose State versus Hawaii. This is basketball or football?
This is a football, and this
is
is
football.
a prime time elite game. Basically decides the college football playoff in
Is
its
it
own right.
Is it in the islands?
I think so, actually. Yeah.
Oh wow, it's in Hawaii, dude. They always have the advantage because of the jet lag. That's facts.
If that was the case, then Hawaii would be undefeated right now.
But dude, nah.
I don't know about that.
I have Hawaii. Gus has San Jose State. So we'll see about that.
Let's go. What are they? Spartans?
Yeah, I think something like that. Number 5, FAU versus Iowa. So
women's college
women's
basketball.
college oh yeah, this is. Stop the presses. No, but
Women's
boys,
college basketball.
Florida Atlantic University versus Iowa. Gus is going with the Big Ten team, Iowa. I'm going with Florida Atlantic because that just sounds cool, and I bet their girls are ballers.
This is a garbage match.
Oh my god, dude! But hey, hopefully Florida Atlantic wins. It gives me a
No
point.
offense to the teams, but who's gonna watch this game?
Probably nobody. But hey,
One
ladies,
Iowa
I'm
thing?
single. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it. All right, boys. That's going to conclude episode 55. Wow, what a great show today. A bunch of interesting stuff happening. Let us know about college football playoff rankings. Who do you think is going to win a national
And
championship?
do you agree with them? That's
yeah,
a big
yes,
one,
yes.
too.
Do you agree with them? Also, load management. I'm going to say that again. Let us know what you think about load management. Gus agrees with it. I don't. Who do you agree with? Okay. The Reese's fan club. You need to get this out here, okay? Me and Gus are going to get Reese's jackets, okay? And we're going to go up in there and, yeah, dog, you know.
No, this is a message directed at Hershey's and Hershey's alone. And we wouldn't mind a sponsorship.
Yeah, dude.
That's all I gotta say.
Dude, that would be great. Gus, but we don't get anything, do we? Right? If it's for the school. No, we're getting our Reese's.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys. So yeah, that concludes episode 55. So yeah, boys. We'll see you in episode 56 next Tuesday.